Lucas couldn't believe his eyes. Before him was Emma, his former boss, the woman he had always admired and who suddenly had disappeared without explanation. Before continuing, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next incredible stories. But now, enjoy. Lucas was 25 years old and had grown up in a small coastal town. The sea had always been a constant presence in his life, a source of serenity and strength. The son of a modest family, he had always known that to change his life he would have to work hard. And so he did. Thanks to his determination and the support of a generous benefactor, Renzo, who saw great potential in him, Lucas was able to study and move to a big city to pursue his dreams. He worked in one of the most important technology companies in the country, and after only a few years, he had already managed to get noticed for his competence. Under the guidance of Emma, the owner, he had found a charismatic and talented leader, a woman who was able to inspire everyone with her example. Emma was not only a brilliant manager, but also a person of extraordinary integrity. Everyone on the team respected and admired her, including those who were initially skeptical. However, one day, everything changed. Emma suddenly left her role without giving a clear explanation. The team was shocked. How could someone so devoted and passionate about her work abandon everything? The news spread quickly through the halls of the company, and speculation quickly followed. Some colleagues whispered that she had been forced to leave, but no one knew for sure what had happened. Lucas's life continued, but the memory of Emma remained etched in his mind. The woman who had guided him in his first professional steps had disappeared into thin air, leaving behind only unanswered questions. But one day, fate intervened. Lucas had taken a few days off and, driven by nostalgia, had returned to his hometown to visit his family. Walking through the quiet and familiar streets of the town, he noticed a small bar that he didn't remember. He entered, driven by curiosity, and that was when he saw her. Emma, the woman who once commanded an entire team with authority, now worked as a waitress in that modest establishment. Lucas's heart skipped a beat. He couldn't believe his eyes. He approached hesitantly, a myriad of questions crowding his head. "What are you doing here?" he asked, his voice shaking with emotion. Emma looked at him, surprised to see him again, but didn't say much. "Let's talk about it later, at the end of my shift," she replied with a wistful half-smile. That day, Lucas waited impatiently for Emma's shift to end. His thoughts continued to wander between memories and hypotheses. What could have brought her from such a prestigious position to a modest job as a waitress? When they finally sat down together, Emma began to tell her story. She explained that her sudden departure from the company had not been entirely voluntary. If you like this story, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for your support. He had discovered that his superiors were planning to take credit for the work of employees, including Lucas himself, and to attribute all successes to the company management. When she raised the issue and tried to defend her colleagues, she was sidelined and eventually forced to leave her post. Emma's words shattered Lucas's world. He had always believed in the integrity of his company and never imagined such underhanded power plays were at play. His admiration for Emma grew even more when he discovered that she had left everything behind rather than compromise her values. The woman went on to explain how, after leaving the company, she returned to her hometown to care for her mother, Virginia, who had opened the bar to help her cope with financial difficulties. After the death of Emma's father, Renzo, their family had fallen into disgrace, and Virginia had fought hard to maintain the little they had. As Emma told her story, Lucas felt more and more connected to that woman who, despite everything, had chosen the path of honesty and love for her family. But just when he thought he had understood everything, a detail emerged that completely changed his perception of events. He noticed an old photograph hanging on the wall of the place. It portrayed Renzo, Emma's father, and in that moment, the truth hit him like a bolt of lightning. Renzo was the man who years before had financed his studies and allowed him to realize his dreams. That generous benefactor, whom Lucas had always spoken of with gratitude, was Emma's father. Their lives had been intertwined from the beginning, without either of them realizing it. Lucas was speechless. The coincidence was incredible, almost unreal. It was as if fate had orchestrated everything to bring them together at that precise moment. Excitedly, he told Emma the truth about his father and how that gesture of generosity had changed the course of his life. She listened in silence. The discovery further strengthened their bond. Lucas felt the need to do something to reciprocate the help he had received. He proposed to Emma a bold idea: to open a business together, something that could honor Renzo's memory and at the same time build a future for both of them. At first, Emma hesitated. She didn't feel ready to return to the business world, but Lucas's enthusiasm and determination were infectious. After much discussion and consideration, Emma agreed. They decided to open a small consulting firm, leveraging Lucas's expertise in technology and Emma's management experience. They set out with few resources, but with inexhaustible energy and the awareness that, by working together, they could achieve great results. Within a few months, their vision began to take shape. The business thrived, and their partnership grew stronger every day. And so, Lucas and Emma's story is a testament to how courage, loyalty, and integrity can lead to incredible results. In the end, not only had they built a successful business, but they had also found a way to honor the memory of Renzo, the man who had changed their lives without them knowing it.